guys. We're going to try something totally different today. You're welcome to go back and play any of your other sheet music because it's Friday as well. But I want to try something with you. This is a sheet of music called Mega Stay at Home Mania. And I've attached it to this assignment. So you need to find the one that's for your instrument. And it's not one full page of music. It's four different sections that has 8 measures each. And ideally, if we were in class, I would assign each person to a different part, and we'd play it kind of like a round where you have different parts going on at the same time to create harmony. Well, we can't do that because we're by ourselves at home unless you have some sort of software. And I happen to have GarageBand loaded on this iPad, and that's what I'm going to be using today. If you have GarageBand, I really don't know much about it. I just opened it up and experimented, so you could figure this out. You guys are way better at technology than I am anyway, so see if you can figure out a way to do this. If you can't do it on GarageBand, or if you don't have that option, maybe record yourself playing part 1 and then go back and play part 2 with part 1, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So I've got GarageBand set up here. I'm going to do all 4 parts on the same instrument. In just a little bit, I'm going to play a recording for you where I did 4 different instruments on 4 different parts. But here's part 1, and I want you to play along with me. Okay, I'm going to record it, and I want you to play along with me. I'm going to rest for 2 measures before I begin, so that's what this is, okay? Okay, so that was part 1. Now we're going to go on to part 2. I'm going to add another track. And if you're using GarageBand, anytime you see a plus button, it's going to give you options for more. So I'm going to add another track, and I'm just using the microphone, internal microphone on this. So same thing, we're going to wait 2 measures, and then we're going to play line 2 of this Stay at Home Mega Mania. It starts with a rest, okay? So play along with me. I didn't know you were going to hear my talking on there. Okay, that's part 2. Now we're going to add a 3rd layer on. The 3rd layer is part 3. And if you're recording with something like GarageBand or some kind of layering tool, you're going to hear yourself playing, and you'll play along with yourself. Number 3 is very similar to number 1, but it's in harmony. So I will not talk at the end of this one so you don't hear my voice. Part 3, I'm going to add another track. It's going to give me 2 measures. I'll count them out, and then we'll play part 3. Why am I talking on that? That drives me nuts. Okay, so there's part 3. I hope you played that with me. Now part 4 is going to go up a little bit high. We also have a couple places where we have notes that are tied together. Measure 27 to 28, we have a half note that's tied across the measure. So half note tied to a quarter is going to be worth 3 beats. Also between measure 29 and 30, we have 2 quarter notes tied together. So that's going to be 2 beats. So part 4, this is the actual melody. Everything we've done so far is rather rhythmic in nature, and this is our melody. Okay, number 4, play with me. We're going to rest for 2 measures, and then we'll come in. And then we get to hear all 4 parts together. I'm going to add a 4th layer. Okay, here we go. 2 measures of rest, and then we play. Okay, now we get to hear them all together. I've got them all layered in, and I want you just to listen this time, and then I'm going to have you play along with it. So just listen. Did anybody hear a major mistake? A major mistake I made on part 4, the last 2 measures. I didn't go up to the high note there. So if I wanted to delete that so I could redo it, I could go in here, find that track. We know that's track 4 because it's part 4. I can just click on that and then delete it. I'm not going to do that right now because you probably didn't even notice the mistake. Now, I wanted to play for you one I made earlier on different instruments. This is one where I did clarinet, xylophone, tuba, and trombone, I believe. So listen to this one. First time through, we're just going to listen. Second time through, I want you to play along. And you can pick any part you want. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to go back and do that one again. This one I want you to play along with part 1. The person playing part 1 is the clarinet. That's me. But I want you to play along with part 1. We're going to do that one again. Play along with part 1. Okay, so what you can do now is go back and play with it several times, and every time you play with it, pick another part. If you have the ability to layer and create your own recording, I suggest you try it. It's a lot of fun. It's only 8 measures, so it doesn't take very long to put it together, but if you were able to do that and could send it to me, I'd love to hear what you came up with. All right, so here's your question of the day after experimenting with layering on Mega Stay at Home Mania. Last night, I did not stay at home. Well, sort of I did. We were so ready for something to eat that wasn't homemade. So we went and got Chipotle. It was so good. So here's your question of the day. If you could go get any kind of takeout for tonight and bring it home to eat it, what would you get? Where would you go? What would your takeout be? All right, we'll see you guys later. Have fun experimenting with layering and practicing this. And if you get done with it and you're like, yeah, that was okay, but I'd rather play a song that I know, then I'm going to put a couple of videos that we did last week on this assignment too, so you can play along with those. All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye.